ISBM, your first step towards right career.
In this lovely afternoon, what we are going to do today is look into one of the very prime subjects of marketing and one of the very important determinant which we will look into products, services and brands. And you know these days how much important is brand building. And when I say brand building, it has to do when companies exist today, right from the earlier one who had survived 100 years, 200 years, it's all about building brands. So entire discussion in the first half of our lecture will be addressing on what is the difference between a product or brand, or it could be a service. Now, if you have known or understood the marketplace scenario, especially the Indian market, if you see today 70% of our GDP, I repeat, 70% of our GDP is service-based industry. Now, that means there is a huge shift that's happening based on the kind of revenue that is being built up as far as GDP is concerned. Now, when I say service-based industry, it also means that we have lots of things coming up as well. That means it started with around early 90s, say, wherein it started off with BPOs or KPOs for that matter. But service has not only touched those areas of call processing or knowledge processing industry, but with the opening of retail segment, of banking segment, with the opening of areas of housing segment as well. Lot of things has evolved in the service industry as well. And when we say 70% of GDP means it's a huge chunk. That means in today's first hour or so, we will try to understand product, brand, and also services as well, and how that is important in building up any organization. So the topic outline as the model that we usually go, the topic that would we cover is what is the product, 2, the products and services decisions, branding strategy, that is building strong brands. So we will also look into how brands need to be built as well. That means how stronger brands are built, because you and me know that any organization is built on brand. So what kind of strategies need to be developed so that stronger brands are built? And a brand need not necessarily has to be a product. This need to be very clearly understood, because a brand could be a company as well. Brand could be a service as well. For example, let me give you an example to substantiate this. Take Sony for that matter. Now, Sony manufactures lots of things, right from Walkman days to a lot of DVDs to televisions to plasma TVs, lots of it. But Sony has built a brand of the company itself. Now that's about branding the company. It could be the branding of services as well. For example, take Meru or Just Dial. Now these are service oriented. Just by the service we get to know. Now when we say of Meru, obviously the kind of transportation service that it offers to commuters in any metropolitan city. Or when you say of Just Dial, the platform wherein you get a common platform wherein lots of contact and addresses are being addressed to. Or take online portals of Snapdeal, Flipkart, Amazon. Now these create platform of services. They don't create a product by themselves. They create a platform or an online market model where a customer just buys it on the click of a button. So they're creating a marketplace a virtual marketplace, isn't it? So they're not creating any product for themselves. They're just creating a platform where people goes on to